Hey, welcome to art class. I cannot wait to meet you guys and spend some time with you making art. There's some things I want you to understand about how I go about teaching art. Of course, I use the national standards, which are in the Georgia standards, and I really try to help you find your own creative voice, build your craftsmanship, that's the quality of your work, develop your ability to have wonderful compositions and arrangements of art, all while understanding the elements and principles, that's the ABCs of art. My philosophy is, it is about progress, having a great time in art, and not perfection. Every now and again, I'll get a kid that is so stressed about turning something in that's not perfect. That is not my way, folks. I want you to have a good time and make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing. It's not about perfection. So let's cover some basics that you'll need to know so that you have a successful experience in your art class. Let's talk about attendance. So I do expect you to, of course, show up in class on time if you're in person, or show up in your Teams meeting when the class period begins. About 5 minutes in, I take attendance, and then I double check to see if anyone's shown up later. All right? So also, when I ask you to turn on your cameras, if you're online, you need to do that. Of course, people in person don't need to turn on a camera. And if I ask you to unmute, you would need to do that as well so I can connect with you. I'm going to be a better teacher for you if you're doing things like turning on your camera, coming to class on time, unmuting yourself, and responding in chat, because I can connect with you and know what you're thinking and doing. I can teach you better. All right? Let's talk about just an overview. All of the lessons are found at rivertrailart.weebly.com. rivertrailart.weebly.com and under the weekly assignments tab. Also, they're found in your teams under assignments. So there's two places. If Teams crashes, you got the website. If the website crashes, you got Teams. So there's always that information. It's always there for you. My expectation is that you are going to read those instructions that are there and watch any video that I've given you so you know what to do. Let's talk about due dates. All right, due dates. You need to have your work turned into Teams in the correct assignment by the due date. Otherwise, it's an I, and I'm following the Fulton County procedure here. If you have 2 or more missing assignments, Fulton County procedure tells me that I must either email or call home and make some kind of connection about those missing assignments. Talking about contact policy, if a student is absent for 3 days in a row, same thing. I got to email or call home and see what's going on. So you want to make sure that I am getting you in attendance and that you're turning things in on time so we don't have sideways energy of making phone calls and emails unless there's something going on. All right? And if there's something going on, then hopefully my phone call or email will clear that up and we'll figure out what we need to figure out. During the class, one of my favorite things to do is I do usually a daily pun where I'll ask a pun and see who can get the answer. I love to do fun little art activities, and they're just like quick, easy breezy in addition to, and they're not a grade, they're just fun in addition to the project. Also, I like to do art choices. So if you get done early, there's an art choice tab on the website, and you can pick and choose different fun things to do like origami or free draw or all sorts of stuff. Let's talk about if you come late to Teams, you would raise your Teams hand when you get there, and then I'll see that and I'll be like, oh, you're here. Okay, if you come late in the physical classroom, different story. We'll talk person to person, that's easier. Everybody also, you need a sketchbook. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be used. As long as you have lots of blank paper in it, not lined paper, not grid paper, not graph paper, just blank white paper. You can make a sketchbook, simply staple papers together if you want to. And on this main page, if you look down, I've got some visuals and examples of sketchbooks, what they look like, where you can find them. Your parents will need to sign off on the syllabus, which is also on the bottom of this page. There's a hyperlink. All they have to do is fill out the form. It takes 5 seconds. It'll also be in the email that I'm sending home. So there's 2 places they could go to do that. Art supplies. Bring your art supplies to school if you're in person, if you have them and if you want to. Okay, watercolor, color pencil. I do have limited art supplies. I put in an order. I'm still waiting for it to come in. If you don't have art supplies and you're in person, then I can give you one set of color supplies, either marker, crayon, or whatever I might have at that time. And I'll just sign off that you've received that. When it comes to using color in this class during this model that we are currently in, use whatever color you can. And if you don't have color, then you would always just do as many detailed drawing things as you can. It's about the effort that you're putting into it. When you do come in person, you would come in my room and you'll see there's different X's on different places to sit. You will sit at the X, unpack your stuff, get your laptop set up to the class channel meeting, not the meeting itself. Get out your sketchbook, your supplies. You can start free drawing or follow the warm-up that'll be posted on the board. So let me think if there's anything else that I could address in our overview video. I think that covers it. I hope so. I want to tell you this. I love teaching art. I especially love teaching art when I'm working with a group of kids that are engaged and participating with what I got out there. One of my favorite things in life, for real, is seeing y'all's artwork. So when I ask you, hey, can you show me your art? Please do. It makes my heart happy to see your work. That's why I'm an art teacher. All right, guys, I can't wait to start making art with you.